Rounds 2 and 3 of the draft are 3 hours away. Tonight's pick from the Detroit Lions will be presented by Mayor Mike Duggan and legendary Lions running back Barry Sanders. It's going to be an exciting night. Let's bring in Shayna and Terrence live from downtown Detroit. How's it going, guys?
Hey, Meredith. Similar to yesterday, it's going great. What a great time to be in the city of Detroit. I mean, it's going to be hard to top yesterday, but it seems like the energy is just picking up. Now that the work week's ending, those crowds look just as big, if not bigger than yesterday, so we'll see.
Yeah, we will see. Like you said, already breaking records. So many people here enjoying the city, getting out, enjoying the restaurants and all of the great things that Detroit has to offer. This is really, truly a time to celebrate.
We are joined today by Todd Bettison, Deputy Mayor of the city of Detroit, to talk about all of this. I mean, as we heard Meredith say, we know a record was set yesterday, 275,000 people on day one, but I know you were not surprised by that.
I definitely was not surprised. I mean, Detroiters, they show up. This is a really like a sports capital. This is the sports city, and when you think about it, we want to make sure and just that's all I heard. Detroiters saying that they were coming out and being in close proximity to so many other sports towns, Chicago, Cleveland, Philly, where you could just drive in. And so they showed up and they're here.
Yeah, how great is it to see so many people here celebrating this city? Detroit has been through so much, and this is really just such a great time for people to come together and enjoy it.
I mean, I've been walking amongst the crowd and talking, and they're just really complimenting the skyline, complimenting how clean the city is. And one of the things that they talked about is how friendly folks are. And they said that really, they was one guy from California said that they were surprised that the prices were right, that the restaurants and that nobody tried to really gouge them as far as prices. So that was an interesting perspective. But I told him we have that Midwest hospitality, and so it's just been great.
This was not a simple feat. I mean, years of planning, many months of preparation, a lot has been going on around the city. How does it feel to just see it all paying off and to just see it all in action now?
Coming to fruition, it is the best feeling in the world. You know, we know what's special about the city of Detroit, and for the folks who believe in the city and with Visit Detroit, with the city of Detroit, Mayor Duggan, and just all of our philanthropic partners who really contributed. And so it's been just a effort of putting it all in place and to see it here, finally here, because we've been on the clock a long time. So the NFL said that, hey, you're on the clock. As soon as we heard we were getting the draft, and even before that to get the draft here to secure it, we were working for it.
We've heard a lot of leaders and even just locals say that this is a chance for the city to reintroduce itself to America and the rest of the world. How do you feel about that?
It's so true. We know we're here. But for folks who haven't visited Detroit in a decade or more, they still have the perception of the old Detroit. So when you get them here, that's when they'll get a chance to really see how we've transformed. This is no longer the city that has blight. You know, we took blight to beauty. And so everybody's, like I said, really talking about how clean it is, how friendly it is, and then the development, our skyline. They're asking, you know, they're looking up at the Hudson's building. They're looking at all these other sites in the city saying, wow, Detroit has come a long way.
So it's a new chapter, arguably a new book in the history of Detroit. What comes next? For all of this to be a success, what do you think this can lead to?
It will lead to more conventions. It'll lead to folks saying that, you know what, we're thinking about Detroit. We want to consider Detroit, where before Detroit wasn't even on the menu option. But now, for all the visitors who have seen it, not only come here, but they've seen it virtually, they've seen it via television, they've seen our beautiful skyline. So I can imagine a lot more conventions will be held here, a lot more vacations will be held in the city of Detroit, and this is just the beginning.
This is a big deal. These few days are really just changing the direction of this city, and we're all able to witness it happen right here.